And Cambridge is almost searched, although raiders, ghouls, and super mutants are going to go into the area for some time. All you can do with those is just keep knocking them down when they try to set up any type of their own lawless empire. Well, I guess probably by their laws, but not really worth letting them stay around. They just become a danger to other people. I think this is the last place I need to look. Forgotten where the laundry was. I just remembered seeing it. On my way to searching.
Perfect.
Okay. Something the wasp would wear.
Sweet. That's it.
Got no idea why there's barrels of radiation in a laundromat. And to a degree, everything sort of makes sense in there except for those barrels of radiation. Oh, nothing else in here. Okay. This is gonna be one of those strange things. Unless those were placed in there after.
Fucking hell.
You're mine now, rookie.
It's on!
Must have been scavengers out here.
Just die!
Because unless I'm blind, I don't think I noticed the scavenger out here.
Okay, how's my favorite doctor?
Money's already paid. Double check your ledger.
No, I wasn't here for... I just wanted to see how people were doing.
No, you weren't. You're here for the cut. You're always here for the cut. Or you forget you've already taken the cut.
I have been forgetting things all day.
Hey there.
I fixed up most of what's here myself, so it's all guaranteed. Unless you need to return it.
Sure, let's take a look.
You'll find something you like. Everyone does.
Not bad. This is more valuable. Just because of the range. And 25% more damage. Just take payment and ammo, which is fine by me. Okay, now I need to head back to Grey Garden.
Wake up, Commonwealth. Since they're not your enemy, they are victims in this war as well. True, they were created by the Institute, but they were created as slaves. Thinking, feeling, and dreaming beings, utterly oppressed by their tyrannical masters. So join with us in fighting the real enemy, the Institute. Join the Railroad. When you're ready for that next step, don't worry. We'll find you.
I think I've seen some of their operations. Where the super mutants normally seem to gather. was a slight bit of a risk. Probably shouldn't have taken it. But it looks like it was just a random encounter. Robot got a hold of someone dressed as a mailman. Small arms fired. Rapid fire that. Two of them I can see. Making this robot. Looks like 3 different factions. Dust Devil, Mechanist, and just a plain old raider over here. Somewhere. Fairly close by.
Someone there?
More of them. this one is going to hurt. Just sat down, then exploded it. And I get stuck on that.
I'll give you that.
Can't seem to make them back off. I really do want to die.
Feel that?
Not a single one bothers to take cover. They just keep pressing. Well, they know I couldn't move fast, but still idiotic tactics. almost back to Grey Garden. Then I can start searching some noise. Amazing to me, some of these weight. For the strangest reasons, it's not much weight. It's every now and then you'll see 0.5. That does add up. This one is going to be useful later on because sunlight will be able to repair my radiation damage. Not too far off actually, but I need to invest a lot of endurance to get to it. For the moment, I think I'm going to invest in strength, and that will get me to strong back, which will be a huge benefit at the moment. Okay, the next one I can pick up strong back. Could invest 3 of them in here. Depend upon how things go. I'll think about it. 2 at the minimum, and then start working on endurance to get to solar powered. Sorry, maybe a slight median benefit. Can carry 270 now. Plus it's gonna make using melee weapons easier. Can do more damage per hit. Hitting harder, that is. It's amazed me how useful this sword's been. I got it fairly early and it's a huge benefit. If you get to the diner, it's definitely worth investing. Okay, almost to the Memorial Bridge. From there I'll head north and secure the area around Ten Pines. That'd be in this bridge right here. Well, someone laid a bunch of traps. And I nearly set that one off. And this is the one thing that's helped me and kept me alive a lot. The third one. No longer trigger enemy mines, which also includes tripwires. Oh, this one would have made a mess. An explosion here would have lit this on fire, causing this to explode. Causing this to explode. Fuel tank here. And car to explode. Holy cow, this would have been a miss. This would have been a mess. There is no other way around it. This would have been a mess. Alright, it still is a mess. Did mean to. Maybe I should meet with these people first at the Cabot house. I'll do that. I completely forgot about that. The Charles River has seen better days. Do you know there's somebody nearby? And if they're an enemy or not.
I'm here to talk to Jack Cabot.
Oh, it's you. Good. Come on in. Come on. Let's go meet the boss.
What is this place?
Better to let Jack answer that. Come on.
In very good shape.
Jack, the new guy is here.
One moment. I just have to.
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the mixture. Hello, hello. Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
Pleased to meet you, Jack.
And I am very pleased to meet you. Edward finds it tiresome. But I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward, the good bourbon, eh? Please, have a seat. Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time
Don't
for...
interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
The universe is a big place. Anything could be out there.
Wonderful. Most people's minds are too narrow to admit the possibilities of an infinite universe. But I'm not talking about flying saucers and little green men. I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
That's really interesting.
I'm glad to hear you say that. It's become my life's work. My approach is to combine a rigorous scientific method while keeping an absolutely open mind. So much has been closed off to us simply because people assumed they already knew the answers. My father excavated a city in the Rub al-Khali in Arabia, which he dated to more than 4,000 years before the rise of any known human civilization. The structures and artifacts were strange, disturbing even. Clearly not constructed for or by humans. I've spent my life trying to decipher what he uncovered.
Jack, can I tell him what I need him to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending him to look for the missing shipment.
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
Okay. You're officially hired. Congratulations.
What was all that about?
Don't worry about it for now. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
Only about 1 million.
You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
Yep, I'll see you soon with the package.
Good luck. Don't get killed on your first job.
This building's in very nice shape. Okay, so I'm headed north. Well to the north. I guess I'll just go back to securing the north area. And then make my way towards it. There isn't an immediate time restraint on it, so it should be okay. This is interesting. Okay, can't go into it. Alright, so there is something nearby that can detect me. House is in pretty good shape. Boarded up. Some of these places it wouldn't be too hard to start re-establishing towns and such. They didn't take as much damage as I thought they would. Major damage being inside the major cities. But that makes sense. They would have been prime targets. Okay, more houses. Interesting. Given the shape of this might be pre-war. A lot of guns. Or it might be after. Caravan. Looks like it might be a settlement. Those turrets know I'm here, but they're not. There are a lot of them. They're not really moving to shoot at me.
Too many miles on the road. At least the pay is terrible.
Seems positive.
You here visiting Covenant, pal? If not, move along. You know, armed people loitering around. Not good for the nerves.
Is that what this place is called?
Yeah, we're a real up-and-comer. A pit stop on the road for traders and such. We're not that big, but we got the bargains. Got a doc that can patch you up. We even got some lemonade. Ah, that's what Deezer calls it anyway. There's a small catch, though. We don't just let anyone inside. There's an entrance test. We call it the safe test. Everyone's got to take it.
Interesting idea. Between you and me, what's the test for?
You know what? Don't worry. Safe is one of them psychological tests. Just a bunch of questions you gotta answer. You want to take the test? Pass it, and I'll let you in.
Sure.
Good. Take a seat, and we can begin. So let's begin. There ain't no wrong answers. You are approached by a frenzied scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
Okay, that's... sounds weird, but I remember this one before.
I wouldn't worry. If he did that, it'd cause parabolic destabilization of the fission singularity.
Yeah. Stepped out for a while. What do you do?
Medicate the infected area as best I can.
You have a medical background. You discover a young, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do you do?
I lead the boy to safety, then turn him over to someone in charge.
Very curious. Congratulations! Hey, you made it onto a baseball team. Which position do you prefer?
Designated hitter.
Are you certain about that? Never mind. Next question. Your grandmother invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill someone. What do you do?
I'd give her whatever she wants to spare his life.
Typical Class B. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again, and you've been ordered to get him out. How do you proceed?
I'd grab a bobby pin and pick the lock.
And that is all you do? Nothing else? Wait, don't answer. Next. Oh no. You've been exposed to radiation, and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best course of treatment?
I dose myself with anti-mutagen agent.
Ignoring possible. Yes. A neighbor is in possession of a Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You want it. What's the best way to obtain it?
I'd trade him for one of the comic books I own.
You're almost done. Last question. You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father.
This
You
is
enter
the
his
exact same
private
question
restroom when
from
no one is looking, and
3.
I'd put a firecracker in his toilet. That never gets old.
test's over. No one's ever answered quite like you. But hey, you passed. I'll open up the gate. Welcome to Covenant.